Okay, so the next test we're going to perform is our skin fold test. There's a number of considerations which you need to remember when performing a skin fold test, and some permission you'll need to obtain. To perform an accurate skin fold test, it is essential that you have free and unrestricted access to the points at which you're going to test. To do this, it is essential that you first gain permission from your client and explain thoroughly the points at which you are going to be taking and recording your measurements from, and ensure that they are comfortable for you to do so. At all points in times when performing these tests as well, it is essential that you ask permission before each point and each marker to ensure that the client is fully aware of everything that you are doing and is comfortable with where you're going to be and what you're going to do. And also, at all times, try and maintain eye contact as much as possible so the client is comfortable with the maneuvers that you're going to perform. For the purpose of this video, we've already gone through these with Hayley, and she's comfortable for me to perform on all points and all markers. So, first position that we are going to measure today is going to be from biceps. It is essential to have a marker so that you can mark the points that you will require to take these skin folds from. It is advised to take from acromion to elbow and find midpoint. Mark midpoint. And then using tape measure, mark point on biceps and triceps to ensure adequate readings can be achieved. When measuring at biceps, take either a centimeter above or below the mark to pinch. Release calipers. As calipers are contracting, remember to maintain the pinch with your fingers or can cause discomfort to your client. When calipers are fully released, leave for a second and then take your reading. Okay? Then release the calipers completely and perform the test again. This again is for validity of test and ensure the readings are true and correct. So once biceps has been taken, take your record, add both readings together, divide by 2 to get your average, and that is your skin fold for biceps. The next reading we're going to take is triceps. Exact same procedure. Take your pinch about a centimeter above your mark, apply calipers, release calipers, and release your pinch to take reading. Release, and totally remove calipers, and then repeat. Allow for a few seconds to get through reading, and then add both readings together, take your average. The next reading that we're about to take is subscap. This, above all others, can be most disconcerting for your client, as a trainer, you will be required to stand directly behind your client and out of their field of view. It is important that at all times you're communicating, allowing your client to know where you are, what you're doing, and most importantly, when it is you're about to perform the test. Okay, to take subscap, or take subscapular reading, if I can just get you to turn, Haley. What we need to do is you need to be approximately 2 fingers below the apex or the point of the scapula. First of all, palpate around scapular to find the apex. If you cannot do this, or you cannot find the most easiest way to do it, ask your client to bring their arm behind their back and relax. What you will find is as they relax, the scapular will retract itself. Place your finger on the point, and then just ask your client to put their arm back down by their side. This allows you to find exactly where the point of the scapula is. Come 2 fingers below, and mark. And again, same procedure as with biceps and with triceps. Take pinch either a centimeter above or below, retract, apply the calipers, release the calipers, and release your pinch. Give a few seconds to get your reading, completely remove the calipers, and repeat. Add both readings together, divide by 2 to get your average, and this is your reading for subscapular. The fourth point, the fourth and final point that we're going to take for today is a reading at the ASIS, or the anterior superior iliac spine. For this, we're looking for the topmost point or curve of the hip. Again, it is quite a sensitive area, especially if you're a male trainer dealing with female, or vice versa. It is essential that permission is gained before you place your hands on your client. Advise them of what you're going to do. Tell them of the procedure about to be performed. If they're comfortable, then proceed. The best way to do this is by straight in front, place 2 hands on the hips, move your fingers anteriorly until you reach that downward curve of the hip, move back a centimeter to the top of the hip, and take your mark 2 fingers above. And again, procedure as with all others. Finger, take a pinch either a centimeter above or below your mark, retract from the body, apply calipers, give a second or 2 to take your reading, remove completely, and then repeat. Add both readings together. Subtract, divide by 2, take your average, and this is your reading. For skin folds, it is generally advised to take 4 readings. A 7 reading skin fold is also applicable, but it is essential to remember that the scale that you're going to be using must match the number of points by which you take your readings from.